retard, retard, retard.
So, good evening. Hello, hello. How y'all doing? Right, okay, so drumroll. I can't connect to VATSIM. Too many clients connected. Are you kidding me? What is going on? Hey, how are y'all doing? Godfred, hello. Yoda, hey, how are you doing? And
welcome
there you
aboard
go.
Captain Blackrock's
Already got the first
Twitch channel
resub.
subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Wow, just tried Amsterdam as well. Too many clients. What is going on? Wilkostos. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. Thank you for the 48 months. Now, if my calculations are correct, that is 4 years on Twitch. Thank you so much. Let's get this out of the way first. 4 years sub anniversary and even longer time watching. Thank you for all the fantastic and very instructive content since day one. Excited for the next 4 years at least. Nice. Yes, and I have no plans of stopping. So thank you so much for the continued support of the Kirsters, and I hope you're doing well. Right, let's see what else we got here. MCK, guten Abend, I gute wie, Runa, Danny, Flying Paul, Mark, Born278, hello, Herr Fred, Andreas, Joan, Philip, and Knight, hello to you all. Goatfriend, I think I said hello to Goatfriend already. Chain Reactor, good evening. Right, okay, so let's try then another server. Let's try UK. Right, UK works. How weird is that? Now, fingers crossed, nobody's here, nobody's here, nobody's here, nobody's here. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. Nice. Cool. Right, so, as you can see, we're cold and dark. Good lord. And I have the FS2CREW add-on for the FENIX. Now, I tried it this afternoon, and I had some issues with it. Now, I don't know if it's my stupidity trying to install it correctly, but there were some issues. So I don't know if it's me or, you know, if it's a general issue with installations, but we'll see. So what we'll try to do, we're going to try to start it right from the beginning, i.e. cold and dark. And we'll do a nice and chilled flight to Bilbao. The reason is I'm going to be flying to Bilbao IRL. Okay, so MCK, here's the first big disappointment. The first thing I did, I switched to the German accent. And it's a computer voice. It's not me. I was actually really disappointed. Not to say raging. Yeah, hang on. I'll give you an example in a minute. So let's first of all... So let's do this. I'm going to start the clock. Let's get... let's get everything going. Let's see. Oh, hang on, one more thing though. Hold on. I need to do the following. Control options. Let me move that here. I need to set... Hey, Avenger, how you doing? And Ted, nice to see you. Hope you're all doing good. I need to put this to FENIX. Now, the thing is, do I want the FENIX... So I've got FENIX and I've got FENIX FS2CREW. Let me try that first. And then... We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so... Let's start the clock. Here comes our first officer. Hopefully. There he is. So I'm not doing anything. Hey, Wizball, yes. Yeah, I'm dual streaming, yeah. Yeah, so Wilkestos, Hey, Fly Lilo, also hello to you. Yeah, Vilkistos. I mean, I have been in contact with the developer all along, and he did contact me at some point asking if I want to be part of the beta team, and I said, yeah, why not? But he never contacted me again, so I wasn't part of the beta team, and I would have, you know, helped out with the voice lines. I know not the best voice lines in the world, but I think they weren't that bad. So I mean, it's better than the robot voice. It's so funny, actually. It's hilarious. If you hear that German robot voice, you'll die of laughter. Trust me. So my first officer has done the following. He's switched on external power, the battery's external power, and he has aligned the INS, or the ADIRS. So that's what he does. And he will let me know in a minute that he's going to be out for the walk around. So in the meantime, what I'll do...
Hello.
Hey, Brennel, nice to see you. Brennel, I hope you're feeling better now. I hope all is good. So we're going from Geneva to Bilbao, Vueling 49 Juliet. It's a bit better now. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. Yeah, so one issue I had with the FS2CREW, it wouldn't skip to the next items. So it always got hung up on a certain phase, and I would always have to continue manually for some reason. So I don't know exactly what's happening. I try to do everything according to... What? Vueling? What's wrong with Vueling? Hey, Seed, how are you doing? Right, so let's tap.
I'm out for the walk around.
Oh, there he is. Okay, so he's out for the walk around now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Captain Laranja, I was surprised myself because, like I said, no, I'll switch to the German accent in a minute. I just make sure that English one works. So I've got 33 minutes. That's fine. Let's do that. Yeah, they have yeah, they have a US voice, they have UK voice, and they have the German voice. And I'll tell you, German voice is really, really bad. Hey, Eagle Motion. Oh, San Diego, you're on holiday there. How was the flight, Eagle Motion? Any problems? Just wondering, because yeah, always keen to hear if anyone has had issues lately. Can you ask the dev about adding single-engine taxi out? Ooh, yeah, I could try to ask him, but man, it's that is something I don't know. I'll try, no doubt. I'll try. Ein Bull, moin. The flight went flawlessly. Great. That's really good to hear. We'll do the real time. That's good to hear. Really happy to hear that. Right, we're planning 6.5 tons of fuel. That's good. Right, real world flying. So I'm off tomorrow again for real world flying. I'm actually really excited because we're going to have some really nice destinations. So we're gonna have Bilbao and Salzburg, for example. So those are two airports I'm really looking forward to. Right, pretty heavy today. So 6.5, 6.6 block. Bucharest. Yeah, I mean that would have been pretty cool, MCK, wouldn't it? No. I don't know. I've not got Birmingham this month, so I don't know. I'll let you know when I have Birmingham again. Captain Chaos, hey, nice to see you. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Did lots of sports. Had a good family day yesterday. So the whole family was over, which is really nice. Hey, Geep.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Geep, thank you so much. Round of applause for your support, Geep. Thank you so much. Here's 48 months now on Twitch. 4 years as well. Thank you so much. Good evening, Black Box. Hope you're well. I am indeed, Geep. Hope you are well too. Hope everything's okay with the family now. And I know you also had a tough time. So hope all is good. Exactly. So Madeira is only for instructors. Yeah. Good. I'm going to focus on a couple of SIGMETs. And Kieran, hey, nice to see you. Flying Paul. Latest FENIX beta updates under NDA. I don't know, Flying Paul. I'm not with the beta tester team anymore. I quit the beta FENIX team for personal reasons, especially with regards to my real-world flying, not having any time anymore to really do testing. And then, you know, I'd rather do the streaming here and, you know, have you lovely people here instead of spending time testing stuff. Yeah, it's a tedious work. It's a very important work, obviously, for development. But I've just gotten a bit tired.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Oh, okay.
Could new subscribers please make
yeah, all the
way
best
to
wishes, Geep, for your wife.
cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment.
Yeah,
will be
all the
served.
best.
Thank you.
It must be tough though, in all that with the heat as well, man. Yeah, really, really bad. Yeah, yeah, all the best.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Thank you. Good. So we've got first of all, Marseille severe turbulence observed. So this is something I look for. Sometimes it's forecasted. So FCST forecasted, and then it's just a forecast. You can reckon, you know, to get some turbulence, but if it's actually severe turbulence observed, you can assume that someone called in over the frequency and said, "Hey, we've got severe turbulence," and that's between level 320 and 360. So next one is Marseille thunderstorms observed. Top level 420. That's really high as well. Stationary, no change. And then we've got one no inch here. What? Quebec? Heh? Oakland Oceanic? Lol. Right, we can ignore that one. Blimey. Right. Good. So somebody asked, Flying Paul, you asked, I have an interview soon with Lufthansa Cityline for an internship. However, I'm afraid of the question, what I want to do afterwards, because I want to start my ATPL. Would that be your answer? Flying Paul, here's my opinion. You know, you have your plans for the future at the moment. Those plans may change in the future, but don't be afraid to say what your plans are right now. Be honest. Because the only thing that can get you kind of in trouble is if they kind of, you know, question you again, maybe just in a little different manner, and then you answer something different regarding your plans in the future. Exactly. So just be honest, you know, and there's nothing to be afraid about. You have your plans, and quite honestly, if they don't accept your personal plans for the future, well, maybe then it's not the right company for you. All right. So yeah, Flying Paul, be honest. Yeah, just answer truthfully, and yeah, and should be fine. To be honest, I don't see any big issues with that. Yeah, exactly, baby Boeing. Yeah, exactly that. That's what it comes down to. Hey, my God.
Welcome
Krypton.
aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served.
Nice, and
thank you.
We'll get to you in a second. First of all, big thank you to Krypton, coming in with 8 months here on YouTube. Krypton, I hope you're doing good. I hope you I guess you're busy as well because of all the heat and people suffering from the heat right now. But I hope you're doing good, and I hope you're keeping safe, and that you're all well.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. And MAN, so you just returned from 16 days Britannia tour. Wow, you've also had a interesting time to go to Britain. According to what I've heard from Mark, it's been the hottest, driest summer for a very long time there. So it must have been, hopefully, yeah, lots of air conditioning. What? What is that? Oh, not Britain tour? Hang on. What do you mean Brittany? Oh, it's France. Oh, France, Brittany.
Welcome
oh, God.
aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I get it now. Sorry. Britannia. France, Britannia. Okay, so... okay, then let me rephrase my comment, MAN. So you must have had a very hot time there. And I'm wondering, did you see any wildfires, smoke? Did you notice anything there? And MAN, thank you so much for 7 months here on YouTube. Writing. Thanks, Captain Blackbox, for your outstanding work here. Thank you so much, MAN, for helping to support the channel, and thank you for your friendship. If you're wondering regarding the routing, guys, if you want to fly along, let me just give you the routing here. And DK, hi. Hope you're doing well. Right, so weather is as follows. Bilbao is good. We've got wind from the north. Yeah, north really, 8 knots. Not too bad, luckily, so shouldn't be too bumpy. 24 degrees and fuel 2,900 with good visibility. The forecast, and that's interesting as well for me personally. Oh, no. Okay, so that'll be interesting tomorrow. But right now for tonight, nothing major. That's tomorrow. So I'll read the I'll give you the checklist in a minute in German. Like I said, it's awful. Cool. So weather for the alternate Madrid is Cabo K, 32 degrees there. Southerly winds, so it's going to be 1.8 for landing. Nothing major in the forecast. And here Geneva, we've got 199, 26 degrees, wind from the west. So it's runway 22 for departure. And we actually have tower, we have approach, we have ground. How cool is that? How cool is that? Like it. Good. So, let's then prepare our FMS. So that's the Unit A page. Let me do the wind request. Flight number ruling. Was it 49 Juliet? 49 Juliet. Marvin, hello, and someone else hold in. Vacaro, hey. Does FS2CREW come with a new procedure? Yes, it does. Yeah, you'll hear that in a minute. I actually, if you go to the documents file, you'll see actually my checklist and my procedures. So I allowed him to use that in his files. So there we go. So that file, that is in the... Yeah, you'll see that. You'll notice exactly that checklist. One engine out, virtual airline. Lol. Yeah. So I did help out. If you like, I did help out a bit in that case. They never updated the FS labs. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Hey Krypton, thank you. I'm getting well after my first... Oh no, you had a COVID infection as well. And now I'm alone with the 1.5-year-old as mum is on a 9-week work trip, so I'm working quite reduced. Okay. Well, Krypton, how are you feeling now? Have you fully recovered? And hopefully no long COVID issues. Right, we're going to go 370. I don't think that's going to be doable. Let's do 350. And then minus 50 minus, that's minus 49 up there. 49. So far there was a fire in the Piedmont Forest in the center of Brittany a few days ago. Yeah, I saw that actually. When I came back from my last flight from Madrid last week, I actually saw the fire that broke out. So, and also I saw the burned ground near the dune. What's it called? Dune Pilat. So Dune Pilat. Around there, I think south it was, lots of burnt areas. So I did see that as well.
Hello, Black
Hey
Box.
Lee, wie geht's dir? Okay, so they've said you can soon create custom voices. So yourself, Lilo. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I guess I have to do that then. Right, initial load sheet. Let's accept that. Wühling. Like, okay, Danny, I'll try. I'll try. Right, so good. So zero fuel weight is 59.9. That's really heavy, actually. And we've got a block fuel of 6.5. Cool. Start the APU.
Okay.
Lol. Oh, sorry, it's already started. When did he start that? Oh, I ticked that box, so he has to start that. Ah, yeah, I get it. Sorry, my bad. Right, import that. Well, Danny, I'll tell you what, the weirdest thing ever. So on the first day, we had 18 left for landing. So we taxied in for about, I would say about 15 minutes. There was so much traffic outbound. It was a nightmare. It really was to taxi in. And then on the second day, we had 3-2 for landing. And I asked a countless amount of times. I asked for runway 32 left, and then we got a notice telling us to stop asking for 32 left because they were getting pretty much annoyed by our requests. So we always put in 32 right, and we didn't even put 32 left in our secondary anymore because you would never get it, right? So nobody really bothers to do that on a secondary. And guess what happened this time? We were literally 6,000 feet on base radar vectors. And yeah, he said, the controller said, oh, we got 32 right, runway closed for runway inspection. Expect ILS 32 left. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, seriously. And I was pilot monitoring. So I had to hack everything into the FMS in record time, right? And then do the briefing again. So we have the new briefing. So I have to brief the arrival as pilot monitoring and the approach and the missed approach. So I was like, I was really, and do the RTE. Oh, I was really in a bad mood. Like, seriously. So I was gonna say that on the second arrival, we actually had a very, very short taxi in time because 32 left to the southern terminal is actually quite good. Madrid. So yeah, Madrid is really. Yeah, 6,000. Then we got descent. Oh yeah, and then we got descent quick 4,000. So actually, they delayed us. They kind of messed up now because they were busy getting aircraft for 32 left organized, and then they left us high, so we had to kind of force our way down to 4,000 feet, and we were in a really, really heavy 321 neo. So yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun. And Krypton, no long COVID, he fully recovered. Nice. Had some day feeling quite ill, but was better after a few days, and well, after 9. Okay, so that's good to hear. Right, so what else do we have? Where was I? Set up. Oh yeah, can we go and get the clearance here? Just want to try out if we can have. Well, no, I don't think it doesn't. Oh, don't have to actually request. LEBB, well, we do have to rebrief the approach minimums and the missed approach. That's, for us, it's mandatory. And if you look at the missed approach for 3-2 right and then 3-2 left, it's a completely different missed approach. So, yeah, we have to do that. But again, different airlines, different concepts. I'm fully aware of that. So we've got Victor. And let's try LSGG. And we are at gate. It's probably not going to work because on their settings gate 4. In the account it says that it's not there. Yeah, chain reactor, I don't know. I have a feeling I get trolled quite often, and not only here on stream, that is. Right? I'm not pointing fingers, MCK. Right, so it doesn't work for the. I got it working at some point. I got it working. Pre-departure clearance. Oh, hang on. Maybe it will work, and then it should come through the box here. Who knows? Who knows? Keep your fingers crossed. It may work. Good. So init A page, init B page. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the alternate time. Oh, okay. So standby mesh and then nothing. Okay, maybe I'll have the same today. I'm pretty sure that I got a clearance, 100%. I got a clearance through CBDLC at some point. So we got 1.5. So 1.5. Okay, about 20 minutes extra. Hey, Mickey, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work, then it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll go and get the clearance via voice. Quintus says, but I landed on 3 to left some days ago from Fuerteventura in the sim. I had managed to get the approach. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know. It's still boarding. Blimey. Oh, hang on. Why does that not come down? Lord. Right. So MCK, it's just yeah. I'm afraid I can't give you the observer seat. It's broken. You will stand. I thought so. Good. RatNav. So flight plan page now. Yeah, I don't think it'll work. 2185. Oh, hang on. There's there is a command. There is a command for. I'll find it. For setting frequencies. I found that quite interesting.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Set
Could new
121
subscribers
decimal
please make your way to the
850 on
first-class
com 1.
cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and
Look at that.
premium
He
flight
set the
entertainment
frequency.
will be
How cool is
served.
that?
Thank you.
Azero, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Give me a round of applause for that. There we are. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for your Twitch Prime. Very kind of you. And Flying Mona, nice to see you.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
Mona,
Twitch
how
channel
have you
subscriber
been?
Experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first-class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
I hope you're well. And Go Sammy, thank you for the 54 months. Hello pilots and sim pilots. Go Sammy, thank you so much for your support as well. 54 Twitch Prime as well. So let me just go ahead and get the clearance. Let me get a pen and paper ready. We are called Vueling. 49
Welcome aboard
Juliet.
the Captain Black Box Twitch channel
Oh,
subscriber
Flying Mona.
experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first-class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Flying Mona, thank you so much for your support. That is oh, Voyager, sorry, Voyager, thank you for gifting. There we go. Thank you for gifting a sub to Mona. And Mona, you're not doing too well. Okay, I guess we have to chat at some point. See what's going on and getting better slowly. That's good to hear, but yeah, we'll see. We'll have a little chat soon, and then I'll try to catch up on things. Geneva ground, good evening from Vueling. 49 Juliet, information Victor requesting clearance, please.
Vueling 49 Juliet. Unfortunately, I don't have your flight plan. Can you file a flight plan, please?
Yes, you're correct. I forgot. Okay, I'll file it. Hang on. No. Right, that's embarrassing.
Vueling 49 Juliet, stand by.
Standing by, 49 Juliet.
Just.
Yeah, I know. I deserve that. I know. And I have no excuse. That's the problem. Oh, I do. MCK, I definitely agree with you there. I need a dispatcher.
Geneva apron, good evening. We land 6 Alpha Papa, runway vacated via Charlie.
Airline 6 Alpha Papa, good evening. Welcome to Geneva. Taxi to
Oh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Via link 5 and inner.
Yeah, I'll call my company. That would be
Gate
cool.
5 via link 5 and inner, we land 6 Alpha Papa.
Right, boarding completed.
Vueling 49 Juliet, are you ready to copy?
Vueling 49 Juliet, go ahead.
Vueling 49 Juliet, information Victor is current runway is to 2. You are clear to Bilbao via depot for all for departure. Initial climb flight level 090 and squawk 6742.
Vueling 49 Juliet is cleared to Bilbao. The runway 22 for departure. Depot for Alpha. Then climb level 90, squawk 6742.
Vueling 49
Welcome
Juliet,
aboard the
correct.
Captain Black
Equipment
Box
ready for
Twitch channel
position.
subscriber experience.
Wilco, Vueling 49
Could
Juliet.
new subscribers please make your way
Right, so
to
let
the
me put in
first-class cabin,
6,
where complimentary drinks, snacks,
6,
and
7,
premium flight entertainment will
4,
be
2.
served. Thank
That's
you.
good. Brain Compiler, thank you. Nice to see you too as well here. 19 months. The benefit of you streaming on YouTube and Twitch is we can subscribe as well on both platforms. Well, that's really kind. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Brain Compiler. And I've got some news regarding our new website, so we'll go through that in Cruise Flight. Quite happy to announce that as well today. Well, normally activating HAX-EXA in IRL, so real life, what we do is we request a clearance pretty much close to when we are ready for departure. The problem being is that the clearance, MCK knows this better than I do, often has a restricted validity of sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. So you would you would not do that too early. What you can do, however, in real life, is that we call in to ground or clearance delivery. For example, in Italy, I'll do that quite often, and I will ask them, what departure route can we expect? The problem is that quite often there's so many different options, and before I start hacking into, the FMS, I would
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel.
I would just ask.
Experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the
And then I can
cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
And then you can, program everything. And then once you're ready, close for pushback. Yeah, that's another issue, MCK. That's a good point, actually. So a lot of airports have the collaborative decision-making model, meaning you have your target off-block time. And then you get a target startup approval time, so TSAT. The TSAT will depend, of course, on traffic flows, on slots, for example, CTOTs. The problem is your company can adjust TOBT. So let's say the loading takes longer than expected. They can then adjust the TOBT so that the TSAT gets updated as well. The problem is, Flying Mona, wonderful. Yeah, see you. And Lilienthal, thank you so much as well. The longest subscriber here on Twitch. Thank you so much, Lilienthal. I hope you're doing well. 67 months it says here. I know it's a lot longer than that because of that time in on YouTube. Thank you so much. Yeah, so so the problem that we have is the minute we request clearance from ATC and we get the clearance, then we can't change the TOBT anymore. All right. So
we land 6 Alpha Papa. See you in a minute with a new flight plan. See you then. Bye.
So that's the problem that we have with that. So
Papa,
again, you can ask for.
Thank you for flying to Geneva. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
You can ask for information on the departure route, but be careful with requesting clearances. Too steep path, so yeah, we have to be aware of that later on. That looks good. So RATNAV for departure. So we did get the expected departure route. Yeah, the airport infos give you a lot of different times sometimes. But I was referring to the normal ATC. Hey Marcus, how are you doing?
Iberia 52 Yankee.
So
good evening. Can you please file a flight?
Oh, tuss, amateurs. He forgot to file a flight plan.
Iberia 52 Yankee, negative, I can't see your flight.
Hey J-Snap. Yeah, I'm dual streaming. So people have been asking me for months now if there's any possibility of dual streaming, because they prefer to watch streams on Twitch. They don't like the YouTube format. But then there's people that prefer the YouTube format. So yeah, now you can choose both sides. It's fine with me. Nice. So you're flying to Lanzarote in the 757. Lovely.
It should be fast. No, 5 Yankee.
Have a good landing later on. And Ulfdoc, hey, Bilbao is one of your favorite airports, so glad you're going. Nice, yeah, I'm going there very soon in real life. So that's why I'm kind of refreshing my memory by flying there today. Right, thank you for the hype train, everyone. Thank you so much for your lovely support. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. You need to call it a new TUBT then, and then you get the message, call your company. Something I really like getting. Good, so runway 22, Depool for Alpha 90 as we got cleared. Climb on Geneva radial 224 when passing 7,000, but not before 8 miles. So conditional 7,000 and 8 miles. Geneva. Then turn right. Papa Alpha Sierra. Passeray radial 234. To Argus and then to Depool. We've got some restrictions we have to maintain, or yeah, 130 above, 150 above.
Iberia 52 Yankee, I think
So
the
that's
flight plan is
something
now.
that we have to look out for. So we're going to go
Iberia 52 Yankee,
Geneva.
negative, I still cannot see your flight plan at the moment.
Right, so diff rips, B page, performance. Actually, we got a final, yeah, load sheet, there we go. So actually, let's do it in the B page, 59.8. And we got
Iberia 52 Yankee.
147 plus 2 infants.
So I can see your flight plan at
Set.
the moment, just stand by.
And the CG is 30.1.
Standing by that Yankee.
Exactly.
Good day, Celsius 31 Golf Lima requesting IFR clearance.
All these abbreviations, right? They are tough. 28.4 CG, 28.4 is about 0. That's good. How can you forget a flight plan? I don't understand either. I have no idea. Would never happen to me. Of course. Right, so then we got secondary flight plan. Actually, let's do performance first of all. So, and 9-0 before I forget.
Affirmative, I think that's for us.
How's Bilbao as a place for vacation? Nice. It's very nice with regards to many different aspects. So, cultural, lovely museums, old town, and then the fact that Bilbao is very near the Atlantic or the Gulf of Biscay. Obviously, that makes it very attractive for people. Absolutely, yeah. So definitely worth a visit. Transition is.
Good evening again, correction 7 Hotel Alpha, request clearance to
7,000.
Information picture.
Good. Right.
7 Hotel Alpha, information picture is correct.
What airline? Let me show you. Oh, look at that livery. Wow. So we had this one. But wow, what is that? Love it.
7 Hotel Alpha is cleared to Brussels for other front 82. Please, 6,000 departure, Argus transition,
Nice.
initial level 9.0 and Cockpit first.
So sync the final load sheet. So we got 66.1 sync weather. It probably isn't going to get any warmer, but never mind. So we'll do that. Wind is 250. We'll do full length. So no intersections for us. Let's calculate that. Was it really? Was it? Okay, interesting. Last month. Well, Voyager, we're gonna do a different aircraft when I actually fly there. So we'll see. Good. So we got flex 66, flaps 1 up 0, 48, 48, 50.
Information vector is correct. And we use 22. We are cleared to your destination via
We'll do that in a minute.
all spot departures, it transition to our port, and it's the prep flight of 090, Cockpit 74.
So full length. And let's do Geneva. NDP 1, 2920. Nope. 20, not 02, 20. And 4420. Engine out acceleration 3100. Well, Vaccaro, I know, right? Maybe it's just a tad 0.001 up or something, and it's just 0.00. I know. Here, it may even put down 0.0. Don't get worked up about that. That's Airbus logic. That's just the way it is. Okay, that's all correct. So secondary flight plan, copy active. We'll do a quick return. So LSGG. We'll do a arrival, ILS-22, no star, no via. And in case of engine failure, we'll go outbound. I got them from my real-world infos. So the problem is that sometimes you may find them in the Navigraph AOI. Yeah, MCK, GG. But unfortunately, quite often you don't. So I actually have access to real data. So we've got 224 until 6 miles Geneva. So we'll go Geneva, 6 miles. And then we go left turn to Saint-Pré. There we go. Cool. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
So I'll actually need to fill in some data here. Flex tempo 66, transition 7,000. We need the speeds, thrust reduced, V1 speed 148, VR speed 148, thrust reduction altitude is 2920. MCV S speed, that's interesting, 193, and F speed is 140. Okay. Good. So, briefing. We are departing. Runway 22. We're flying the Depool for Alpha departure. Initial climb 900. Sector altitude is 7,000. And we got extra fuel about 19... No, not 400 kilograms, so 11 minutes it says here. It'll get better, but 11 minutes it says right now. Taxi out. We've got pushback here facing probably northeast, and then we'll taxi out most likely inner, then link 5, and then alpha to the holding point 22. Hotspots. There's the exits from the runways, which could be hotspots, but normally they'll be taxiing out here at Delta. So nobody, only hotspot is Charlie for us. AOSIT, we'd already briefed that, up 6 miles, straight out, then left turn Saint-Pré to hold. Engine acceleration is 3,100. Clean up, and then we'll climb 6,000, radar vectors, ILS approach 22. Good weather here. Landing runway is yeah, sorry, I got it. Landing runway 22. Good runway, dry. No issues there. And we are going to be above max landing weight, so we'll go through the overweight landing list. Sorry, sorry, I know, endlich. Sorry. Good, so what do I need to do now? Any questions?
No questions.
So. Right, we got the clearance. So now, running pre-flight, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
6,480 kilograms balanced.
Seat belts.
On.
Adders.
Adders? I'm sure you don't pronounce it like that. Adders. Nav.
Barrow Ref.
1009 set.
1009 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Thank you. So he said contact tower. So the command was set. Okay. Set 118.700 on COM1.
Set.
That's really cool, actually. I like that. Geneva Tower. Good evening from Whirling 49 Juliet, stand 4, requesting push and start.
Whirling 49 Juliet, Geneva Tower, good evening. Pushback is approved, facing northeast, QNH 1009, and watch out behind you, the B-line A320. So pushback is approved if you can avoid any traffic on transportation.
Okay, Whirling 49 Juliet, we'll have a look out for the B-line behind us, and then once clear, we are cleared to push facing northeast.
And coming 6 here, Juliet, Tower, good evening again, B-line 7 Hotel Alpha, request taxi, able intersection Bravo.
B-line 7 Hotel Alpha, taxi via inner, link 3, outer
Good.
and
So,
Alpha to intersection
here comes
Bravo,
the problem
hold
now.
short runway 22 at intersection Bravo.
So I would do
Inner
that.
link 3, outer Bravo, hold
Why is the
short
lights
runway
on?
22, B-line 7 Hotel Alpha.
Who touched the lights here? Test, test, test.
Tower, good evening, Iberia 52 Yankee, requesting push and start.
Iberia 52 Yankee, Geneva Tower, good evening. Push and start is approved, facing northeast, QNH 1009er, and please squawk mode Charlie.
Squawking mode Charlie, QNH 1009, and approved, facing
Before start checklist.
Yankee.
Parking brake.
Iberia negative, squawking
Set.
northeast. The other way
Takeoff
around.
speeds and thrust.
Northeast 5 Yankee.
You can taxi back into link 1.
V1
and then
148, VR
let you
148,
taxi out
V2
via inner
152,
link 2 then.
flexing 66 degrees.
Copy that, will
V1
back into link
148. VR 148. Flex temp 6 degrees. Windows
Closed.
beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Okay, so let's push back then. Let's have a look. Should be good now. Yeah, we're good to go. Brakes released. Come on, start.
Airline 5 Echo Julia Echo Zulu Geneva Tower. Good evening. Read the 455. Zulu, did you copy? I cannot say, but I think...
normally it's
for me
given
it's
by the
fine.
airport.
I understand you more or less. Okay, I have a lot of static noise.
So normally
but
the
it's fine. I
company
can give you the clearance if you're ready to copy.
gets the data and then publishes that. So for us, we have a separate kind of EFB.
Please say again, will you call me back for the clearance, or are you ready?
EFB program that helps us then determine that. Right, let's do stop.
Roger, 5 Echo Zulu.
Tower, hello, South 31 Golf Lima, we're ready for push and start information Victor.
Right, set park and brake. Brake set. Clear
Top
disconnect.
331 Golf Lima, Geneva Tower, good evening. Push and start is approved. QNH 1009.
Starting engine 2.
Push and start approved, facing northeast, South 31 Golf Lima.
Starting engine 2.
Okay.
I'm going to switch to the German.
Eurowing 57 Yankee. Okay, 10.
Oops, to the German language.
Aircraft A320.
Then you'll see what I mean.
During 57 Yankee, Geneva Tower, good evening, standby.
No, so normally pushback truck is connected before you get moving, so before the engines are running.
Eurowing 57 Yankee, are
And
you
then
ready
once
to clear?
you are in the pushback,
During 57 Yankee,
unless it's very slippery on the apron, you can start the engines doing
via the
pushback.
Tier 6 Alpha departure. Runway 22 is in use, initial climb clear.
Yeah, the sky is
level
beautiful, yeah, I
90,
agree.
and your squawk
Absolutely
is
wonderful.
1000.
Right, that EasyJet is pushing
So clear to
into our way.
destination via VP
Starting engine 1.
1. Initial climb level is 5.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
During 57
Okay.
Yankee, respect is correct.
That was a German robot. You'll see what I mean in a minute when we read the checklist. Hey, Erigen, yes. So, dual streaming, yeah. Is it worth the money, Sir Wussa? We'll see how it goes, alright? I had some issues this afternoon.
52 Yankee, Geneva Tower again. Please, can you check back your transponder? I do not see your aircraft type. This is a sign that you did not activate mode Charlie.
Others. Good. So, now,
okay, so please squawk
if I go
6746.
here, the first officer should do the rest of the items. And what's... Oh, he's actually... No, that's working now.
52 Yankee, respect is correct.
Okay, so he did set the flaps. That's good.
Taxi right now. You have traffic in front of you on inner standby.
Flight control check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
That's not German.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
That's not German. That's terrible.
Pina 7 Hotel Alpha, holding point Bravo, ready for departure.
B97 Hotel Alpha, wind 270 degrees, 4 knots, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
After that checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Icam status.
49 Juliet.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
49 Juliet, go ahead, please.
Willing 49 Juliet, are you able to taxi?
1 minute, Willing 49 Juliet.
Roger, willing 49 Juliet.
Set and checked.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
That's so bad. Sorry, guys. I need to... No, I can't stand that. No. We'll go back to UK. Willing 49 Juliet, this is ready for taxi.
Willing 49 Juliet, taxi via inner, link to outer, and Alpha to holding point runway 22.
Willing 49 Juliet via inner, then link to outer and Alpha runway 22, Willing 49 Juliet. So,
Iberia 52 Yankee behind
so
traffic A320
link
in
2
front
is
of
this
you.
one, the next one.
Taxi via inner, link to
So
outer,
this one there.
and Alpha to holding point runway 22.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Via inner link to outer and Alpha to holding point 22 with an approach A320 in front, flight take.
Brake check.
B97 Hotel Alpha.
Pressure 0.
Contact Geneva arrival 131325 and have a good evening.
I
Bye-bye.
know, right? I was so disappointed.
7 Hotel Alpha, have a nice evening, bye.
Thank you.
Good old black box robot. Link 2. There you go. It's a lovely, lovely area here again. I love it. Right, setup. Can I go?
Berlin 5 Echo Zulu. My radio shows that you tried to call me. I did not hear anything. I saw only your call sign. Can you please check your connection?
Yeah, Danny, I know. I just tried to... Oh, there we go. It's better now. That's good. So I stand corrected. I must have done something wrong this afternoon. So it's actually doing the items. So that's all fine. So we are pretty much ready. Text the checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 1+F.
Rega 4, Geneva Tower.
Radar and predictive winds here system.
On, auto. On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Yeah, so you can see that...
Rega 4, you are clear to enter the CPR via Echo.
So it is a new
Echo
checklist, which is nice. So at least for me,
report,
there's nothing that I need
Echo.
to do differently. So that's great. I really enjoy that. Yeah, I know. Runix, absolutely. It's definitely not German.
Go Lima taxi via inner link 4.
Yeah, so Christopher,
Alpha to holding point as
the
well.
problem is the older files, or the voice files that I gave them, they were with the old checklists. So, yeah, we're waiting for the new ones. Ei gute wie! Ei gute gut, Kontoausdruck. How is it going? Right, we're
Berlin 5 Echo Zulu, now we are in the game.
that could be a tight fit here. Oh, let's squeeze by.
Berlin 5 Echo Zulu, you are clear to Berlin via the Molus for Alpha departure. Runway 22 is new. Initial climb clear, flight level 90 and the squawk is 6731.
Pro pilot. Slicing 777, better not. We've had enough of aircraft slicing lately, so... Oh, Ben, well... It is. It pretty much is
Berlin 5 Echo Zulu, repack is correct. Report ready
to
for
what
push
we
and
have.
start. And for your information,
so what I can say is
weather
this checklist here,
whiskey
that is
sorry.
actually one-to-one what I have. I know there's airlines that have a few different things, I know. But this is the one that we are actually using, IRL, so... Sapphire Wave, I don't know.
During 5-7 Yankee push and start.
We'll see. Maybe it's a bit too late to get the sunlight, I don't know.
010.
But it's going to be beautiful though. The night lighting here is going to be absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I mean Qatar Airways, without bashing anything on any airline, but I've heard many times that these airlines they fire really quickly. So if you mess up something, then definitely are you at risk of getting fired there, which is a shame. Yeah, because it kind of leads to a atmosphere of fear, and I don't think people operate their best when they're under a constant fear of losing their job. Yeah, and MCK, I was actually surprised. I was surprised to actually still see some differences, because they were telling us it's like, oh, is it different QNH? Oh, you're right. Good catch, good catch, good catch. Let me fix that. I don't want that. I want that. I want that. And I want that. And I want that. Save. Thank you. Yeah, cool. Good, we are at the holding point, 22. Let's call in, ready for departure. Wheeling 49 Juliet, holding short, 22, ready for departure.
Wheeling 49 Juliet, thank you. Wind variable 2 knots, runway 22 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22 cleared for takeoff. Wheeling 49 Juliet. Ooh, gotta hurry up. So what's the trigger for the lineup? Lineup checklist. Oh. Lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
22 confirmed.
Runway 22 confirmed. Takeoff runway confirm. Approach path clear of traffic. Cars.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
On.
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
On.
Lineup checklist completed.
Ready?
Ready.
Takeoff.
Check.
Lol, that hump there. Manflex 66 SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set.
Iberia 52 Yankee, are you ready for departure?
100 knots.
Checked.
Iberia 52 Yankee, runway 22, line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
V1, rotate.
Eurowing 57 Yankee, taxi via
Positive
inner,
climb.
Gear up.
4, outer and
Gear
alpha
up.
to holding point, runway 22.
Via inner, link 4, outer and alpha, or runway 22. Below 5 minutes.
Geneva Tower is 776, 8 miles CME.
Autopilot 1.
Easy 776, Geneva Tower, good evening. Continue approach, 1 departure ahead.
Continue approach 1 departure.
Thrust
Moving
climb.
49
Check
Juliet,
speed.
contact Geneva arrival 131.325 and have a good evening, bye bye.
131325. Thank you so much, you two. Have a good evening. Wheeling 49 Juliet. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, really cool. Very nice people. Love it. Geneva departure. Good evening. Wheeling 49 Juliet. We're passing 4,500, climbing 90.
Wheeling 49 Juliet, departure, bonsoir, climb flight, identify climb flight level 190.
Thank you very much. Climb level 190, Wheeling 49 Juliet. 19,000. Flaps 1. Oh,
Check speed.
disregard. I did so many flap 2 departures this afternoon. We're actually flap 0.
Speed checked.
This is 85 kilo Vic,
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, he's not calling flap 0. That's something I was missing today. A slipper box. I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally forgot. It's hot. I've got 27.8 degrees, and the air conditioning is actually running. So one thing again. So he does deactivate these spoilers. What he doesn't do is he doesn't switch off these nose gear lights. Oops, that's the wrong one. Where is it there?
Wheeling 49 Juliet, continue climb flight level 240.
Wheeling 49 Juliet, climbing level 240. Set standard.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 083. Now.
Checked. 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 Doesn't receive the check. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay, so yes, this is a new FS2CREW, and it's working okay.
85 Kilo Victor, continue descent 7,000 feet, QNH 1010 via Sartre, clear Dallas approach.
So he's doing the climb items. Okay, interesting. So he's doing them. Clear RATNAV.
India fast Yankee departure board, so our climb flight identified, climb flight level 190. Climb level 190. India fast Yankee, proceed direct Argis. Direct Argis,
Okay, so why is it doing that? Clear RATNAV. Seatbelts off. It's doing that. Hey, Adi. You were the Air Berlin 5 Echo Zulu. Nice. Have a good flight. Where are you going to?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Right, I'll do that myself
Could new
then.
subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin.
Clear
where
out everything.
complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Kontoauszug, thank you so much for 8 months. Big round of applause. Thank you. Oh yes, of course, you're going to Berlin, yes. Of course. Oh, hang on. Let's get rid of the... they're so bright, those cabin lights. So let's go...
fast to Yankee, climb flight level 240. Flight level 240.
There we go. Ah, that's better.
Suicide 5 Kilo Victor, confirm established.
Lazy FO.
Suicide 5 Kilo Victor, contact tower 118.7.
Beautiful. Right. Let me just see. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
19 Golf Delta, turn left heading 150.
Left heading 150, easy 19 Golf Delta.
Checked zero difference.
Easy 19
Okay.
Golf Delta, continue descent, flight level 80.
Continue descent, flight level 80, easy 19 Golf Delta.
Yeah, so now I've dialed down the...
49 Julia, contact the Eurocontrol 135, that's 125, bye-bye.
135, 125, bye-bye, Bullying 49 Juliet. Let's check if they have SEPA DLC. Oh, he's streaming. Matt Load Controller Zulu Romeo Hotel. Right, he's streaming, nice. ATC, SEPA Echo Uniform Whiskey November. Let's try that.
And to you, bye-bye.
Echo.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
Uniform,
Twitch channel
Whiskey,
subscriber
November.
experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment...
European
will be
West
served.
Control, good
Thank
evening from Wuling 49 Juliet, passing level 197, climbing level 240. J-Snap, how you doing?
49 Juliet, Eurocontrol West, good evening. Identified. Climb now, level 310, direct Narak.
Climbing level 310, inbound Narak, Wuling 49 Juliet. J-Snap, thanks so much for the 62 months. Crazy. J-Snap, is there anything, any news? Do I dare ask? I mean, I know you're busy. Or is it more because X-Plane 12 is releasing soon?
Out of Cockpit for 6 minutes.
That's approved, call back.
Right. Here we got, oh, there we go.
Beeline is 6 Kilo Delta, you'll be leaving the airspace shortly.
Log on accepted.
That's
cool.
Enjoy your week, bye-bye.
So we've got the active center now, European West.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Control
So 310.
flight level 370.
Easy 698, London, correction. Eurocontrol West below identified. Standby 1 up. Just waiting for your tag.
Alright, did you really? Lol. Hey, greetings to
Iberia 52 Yankee, Eurocontrol West, a lovely good evening to you. Climb flight level 290.
Is your PC operating system set to English? Yes, it is. No. So if you go through the installation process, Sapphire, it clearly states that you need to set, I think it was US, English US.
Hello, Skyways 96990 identified. Continue
Let me
your
just
climb
try to
flight
find
level
the
260,
setup
and
there.
you can proceed there to Melco. Easy 698, got your tag now from London. Proceed direct to Pilul.
Direct P0, Easy 698.
Swiss 52, anything further will be on Unicom 122.8. Have a lovely landing, good night.
JSNAP, mostly just haven't yet released the changes. I've been making big tasks, have been to add in the logic for the actual True Frontiers. I have tried shared flight in X-Men 12, but either need to ask Lamina if I can install it on the second machine or get second. Okay. Do you think, JSNAP, unless you can't answer that, but do you think it's going to be a big issue
71 Romeo Kilo, welcome on board.
regarding X-Plane 12
14, please.
and the compatibility? As I'm not a programmer, so I don't know what goes into
Go ahead and request it.
the differences between X-Plane 12 and X-Plane 11.
Easy 71 Romeo Kilo identified. Standing by for the CPDLC.
Also been toying with
Whiskey
implementing
November,
aircraft
Whiskey
state automatic behavior for shared flight. Seems would be useful. Yes. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you know, I'm still 100% motivated. Once the shared flight comes out,
0615.
I'm definitely motivated to get that really, you know, going. Sapphire, I think I don't think you have to switch everything to English US. It's just for the speech.
Easy 71 Romeo Kilo, the CPDLC is confirmed.
Yeah, but they have it pretty much explained well in the installation instructions.
Iberia 90353 identified. Muchas gracias. Direct Menzi. Question Mezin. Mike Echo Zulu India November.
So, once we reach the cruising level,
Skyways 90690. That's a very good
I'm
point. You brought
happy
up.
to
40,
announce
16.
our new website. The cool thing is,
I owe you a beer after that one.
oh, I'll take one as well.
Easy 73 Yankee Zulu, Unicom now 122.
I'll take one
Have a lovely
as well.
Night. Bye-bye. And you.
Lovely. Right, have I missed any resets? I hope not.
Easy 908 Papa Kilo. Good
Okay, so
evening.
Jason
You
says he's hoping
identified.
X-Plane
Proceed
12
direct to
is
Zulu.
making things easier. For example, if anyone uses X-Plane 12 native weather, then maybe WeatherSync will be these. Okay, that's true, yeah. Chain reactor, yeah. It is indeed. So, I'm just going to have a look at my optimal flight level. So 350. And let's do the following. Let's go into the ATC com menu.
Top Swiss 31 Golf Lima.
Then go
Welcome
to
the
request,
Saudi. Good evening. Climb now
flight level
290,
350. Because I think we filed 310 due to aircraft performance transferred to DCDU. Request flight level 350 due to aircraft performance. Let's send that off. Received.
Condor 219
Oh, they're at
Hotel,
370,
good evening.
okay.
You're identified. I just need to get the tag.
But then it's
from
good. So
whoever
350
has
is then a
you.
good
Let me
level.
check with Langen perhaps. I'll call you back in a second.
Luca, no. So the cool thing is there is a service, Restream service, where you only upload your streaming to that website, and they distribute
However,
that.
Condo 219 Hotel, sorry, let's
So
not
they
delay
split
you.
that
Climb
and
now
distribute it
flight
to
level, 370
YouTube
direct
and Twitch.
Morok. I'll let you know when I have your tag.
Right, let's go vertical speed.
Area 52 Yankee.
So Mach vertical
climb
speed
flight level
1000, 310.
Flight level 310, I think.
Stops with 1439er. Unicom now 122.8. Schönen Abend. Ciao, Masse.
Unicom 122.8.
Gleich aus. Tschüss, tschüss.
He's cool. He sounds very relaxed and cheerful. That's really nice. Cool. Yeah, we got a little bit of coverage with him. Actually, we got coverage just right before Spain, or towards the Spain. Oh, nice. Hey, Senshai. Flying Fox, Finn, thank you much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. So, Finn, I hope you had a good stream. Where have you been to? Good. So, we are climb to level 330. So, 330. We'll do that again with good. Yeah. Got it. So 330 close.
9er Papa Mike, Eurocontrol. Good evening. Identified. Proceed.
330 vertical speed outward. Thank you very much. And Misty, hey.
Question 9er 690. You're identified.
And Max, how you doing? Nice to see you. So we are using today the new FS2CREW voice add-on. So it actually worked quite alright. I expected some more issues, but that worked quite nicely. There's some smaller issues, but nothing major right now. The only thing that's really disappointing is that the German sound set, which actually I did, is not implemented. It has a robot German voice, which doesn't even sound German, so it's quite hilarious. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, it's too warm. You're right. You are correct. Let's cool that down a bit.
5 minutes is approved.
Thank you.
Danny, yeah, it should be known. Good. So I'm not 100% sure if we get 350 later on. So in order to get out cruise, out start, and get the right cruise speed for level 330, so we just change that cruising up 330, and that should go to out cruise. There it is. So Finn, you flew from Stansted to Dublin, nice, and proceeded back to Gatwick, nice.
Tirolia 949er, hello, Eurocontrol identified.
Finn, are you also looking forward to X-Plane 12? Because I have to admit, I am. Senshai, yeah.
Unicom 122.8, enjoy your landing, bye-bye.
But,
Over to Unicom,
what I can do, Senshai, is...
You're welcome. Ryanair 2 Golf Yankee identified. Many thanks. Proceed direct to Bakul.
Saying this request for Ryanair 2 Golf Yankee.
I can
Ryanair 2 Golf
try.
Yankee, that's Bakul. Bravo Alpha. Kilo Uniform Lima.
To dial down the sounds a bit.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel.
Hey,
Subscribe
Bravo.
and streams. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Blimey, that sound cut. I just thought the sim crashed. Blimey. Browns, thank you so much.
Lufthansa 27 Tango A firm, could you just
Thank
give
you
me
for
your
the 7
Mach
months.
number very quickly,
Browns, I hope
please?
you're doing well.
Of course, Mach point 8.
So, ATC hopefully isn't too loud.
Roger, thank you. 5 minutes.
So, I am very excited to finally present the new Black Box 711 website. Now, there is someone that has literally done 99% of all the work for this, but he doesn't want to kind of stand out, so he doesn't want to be mentioned. But what I can say is that an amazing amount of work has gone into this website. And one thing you will notice is that it goes and works very fast now. Also, that is now the website address. So there's no more one engine out, blah blah blah. It's just blackbox711.com. When you go and have a look on, let's say, the iPad, it's now actually scaling very nicely. It's really, really fast. And you are getting all the infos like you did before. Now, there's still a process ongoing regarding new files, etc., etc. Especially what I want to do, and the real thing is that Senshai is waiting for me to really help finally get the videos organized, etc., etc. So my plan was and still is to get tutorial videos out, but do these in a shorter format, so that we have, you know, certain videos on, you know, certain systems about the A320 or later 737, 747, so on, that are not too, or taking up too much time. So just quick and snappy videos. But yeah, as you can see, it's all now correctly organized. You will still find, obviously, and you can see how quick that goes, right? So look how fast the pages now load. So you're still going to have these airport infos. Now, at the moment, they're still linked to the old website, but as I understand it, that will be changed in the future. So when you click on that, you actually get a new tab, and you're back on the old airport info list. Actually, oh, hang on, Senshai, is that already new? That looks like a new address. Ah, there we go, Senshai. GG. Big round of applause. Yeah, so for example, today, if we go and have a look at Bilbao, so we got a new info page for that, updated runway tracks, and some warnings that are added. It will change again. Okay, no, okay. Yeah, but I think the users will not notice because it's just a link, isn't it? I can note, so I'm not with the beta tester team anymore, so I cannot. I don't know. I'm using exactly the same versions as you guys do. So
that is approved. Call back.
Yeah. So I can't say anything regarding, you know, the feel of the new aircraft type. So it's still beta. I'm sure even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to say anything about it. But I'm not with the beta tester team anymore. Hey, Amundos, how you doing?
Alpine 73 Charlie Lima, good evening.
Yeah, so again, it's going to be ongoing, and one cool thing is the fact that it doesn't matter if you choose a PC, an iPad, or even an iPhone. It's a lot faster. It's just scales very nicely now, so it's really, really cool. Also one thing that's really nice, Senshai actually put a lot of work in these things with making them color-wise, exactly, so the layout being nice, you know, to look at, and also not being too bright.
Maintain 300, direct a black.
So all of the documents that we had are still there. So if you're looking for checklist, for example, there's still the checklist, the one that we've just been using here, A320. You can get the cockpit flows for the A320, so the new flows. That's all there. Then the external thing, external air engine start, de-icing, which will come soon again, I guess. Cross-bleed engine start. Procedures, abnormals. There will be some more updates coming. But you can see already, if you are interested in, you know, broadening your horizon regarding systems, there's some new stuff coming. Yeah. But he's put a lot of work in getting everything nicely organized and looking very nicely. Engine failure, the pattern, again, very nice. Yeah, so he's really... So I'm actually the one who is currently, you know, on the brakes, because I can't deliver more files at the moment because I'm so busy with in real life flying. But yeah, rest assured that once I catch my breath again and I have more time, I am planning to get some more files over to Senshai so that he can do that. Oh, and let's have a look. There was another file that I made today. So this, for example, is a clear guide on how to fly the RMP approach with final approach guidance, or sometimes you have to use flight path angle guidance. Gives exactly the instructions on what to do, what to look out for. It's in document miscellaneous. There we go. So this is the new table that I made today. What that is supposed to do is it's supposed to make things a little bit easier to understand what guidance modes you should use. So I know it looks a bit daunting, but I thought maybe with some more pictures people will be understanding these modes a little bit easier. Because I know it's a lot to understand or get your head around when you get into contact with these things for the first time. But here, for example, if you're flying ILS approach, which normally you will do most of the time, right? So it's an ILS, you select in the FMS, the ILS approach, and then the preferred guidance will be glide slope localizer. There is no alternative for this. You have to use glide slope localizer for the ILS approach. On your primary flight display, I'll have a PDF file ready as well, so you can zoom in a bit, so you can see the glide slope and localizer indications. Nav display, there's nothing you have to set on the nav display. You can, of course.
Yes, you can leave the cockpit for 5.
Lateral source is the localizer, obviously the localizer beam from the airport. The vertical source is the glide slope. And temperature compensation for final leg guidance is not needed because it's based on a geometric beam from the airport. So there's no temperature compensation needed. So let's say you want to fly a RMP GNSS approach, not an AR approach. Be careful, not the AR approach, the GNSS approach. Either with the LNAV, VNAV minimum or the VNAV minimum. You can fly both of these in final approach mode. However, when the temperature goes outside of the permissible range, or when you have to do a temperature correction because of low temperature, for example, then you would have to go to flight path angle and nav. So you have a alternate guidance mode. You can use that if you like anyways, flight path angle nav. That's free to use as well. But you have to use it when the temperature goes outside the normal range. So let's have a look at the RMP-AR, authorization required approaches. The only mode you're allowed to fly these in is final approach. And you see here, for example, what you need for the
now, level 33,
LNAV, VNAV, and VNAV minimum approaches, you need a VDEF scale visible on your prime flight display. You don't need LDEF.
Welling 8616, switch to Unicom 1.
So apparently for the AR approach, which I never was allowed to do, we never were certified for that. But apparently for the PFD setup, you would need the LDEF indication there as well. What you do need is the nav display, and you need a indication then to have an offset. So 0.3 nautical miles will be max offset. So you need that as a visual confirmation. Yeah, so then you go, let's have a look at the localizer only. So localizer approach, let's talk about Innsbruck, for example, right? How would that be flown? Well, you'd fly that in flight path angle and lock mode. So vertically it's flight path angle and laterally lock mode. There is no alternative guidance mode for that. Alright, Airbus doesn't approve anything else apart from flight path angle lock. And the indications would be localizer, and there's no vertical bar there. It's just a flight path angle then that you'd use for the descent. VOR approaches, NDB approaches, so you would select those approaches in the FMS. You can fly them, or the preferred guidance mode would be final approach, which is pretty cool, right? So you'd still press the approach button,
Condor 8 Foxtrot Lima, direct VATSIM,
and you would be able to fly that in final approach. Now, the alternative guidance mode would be flight path angle and nav. So you have your guidance right on the nav display. The aircraft will follow the nav track, and you would descend vertically with the flight path angle. That's the alternative guidance mode. However, should required lateral accuracy be lost, so you get nav accuracy downgrade, you have to revert to raw data mode's flight path angle
that's
track.
Up to you to plan. I only control the higher airways, so that's up to you.
One important thing,
When ready, descend
if you
flight
fly
level
the VOR approach or NDB approach, you need a raw data indication. Now you can do that overlaid like this, so you have your nav display and you have a raw data indication there. But you need the underlying VOR and maybe DME as well, if it's a VOR DME, to have that indicating as a raw data indication. That's required. The same goes for the ADF. So if it's an NDB approach, you have to have that NDB selected and displayed on your nav display. So lateral source FMS, localizer for the localizer approach obviously, and again lateral source FMS, vertical it's a barometric altitude. Apart from the glide slope for the ILS approach, it's always barometric altitude. Alright, and here comes the issue. That's why on these non-precision approaches, you need to confirm your QNH with the tower. That is vital. So any discrepancies between the real QNH setting and the aircraft QNH settings, if you have a difference in that, the barometric altitude and your path will be wrong. Good night, Nilo. Take care. Have a great week. So that's very important. And again, since it's barometric and it's not an FLS approach, it's just final approach, it's not compensated for temperature deviations. Meaning, you're going to have to go and have a look at your final or maximum temperature deviation that's allowed, or revert to a different mode if it's possible. Alright. No, so Matthew, because it's doing that in final approach mode. Right, so the normal, that's preferred guidance. So the preferred guidance mode, then with the lateral mode is FMS. So it's flying that with the nav mode. That's why it says FMS. Right. It doesn't cover the alternative mode. Well, of course, if it's doing alternatively, Matthew, then of course it's going to be track, right? Flight path angle. So it's selected in vertical and selected in lateral as well. But normally, if you go in final approach mode, that's all FMS based for the lateral source. Right. Yeah, so hopefully that that makes it a little bit easier to follow and understand what modes you have to or you should be using with these different approaches. Right, topic, briefing. Look at this. So, briefing.
EC24 Bravo Golf.
And again, Senshai has already adapted the new briefings. Yeah, exactly. No, 15 degrees. 4%, 15 degrees. MCK. No, hang on. This hang on. No, stop. Let's think. 4%. No, you're right. 4% per 10 degrees. So exactly. So 25 degrees with 10%. Yep, that's correct. So 4% for every 10 degrees. My God. All these numbers. No. All good. Yeah, and all the threats, for example, listed. That's very cool. Very nice. Here you got the flight phases for the FMGS. Yeah, you get lots of detailed information there. Really cool. So you can actually jump to the different phases here if you click on those things. Inhibition phases, red warnings, amber cautions, all good stuff. Really nice.
Iberia 040 Golf, speed is yours, Unicom 122.8, good night.
Exactly, so it should work perfectly on the mobile as well. And there's a search function as well, up here, yeah.
Alpine 73 Charlie Lima, speed is yours, descent flight level 210.
Look at that, look at the search, do you see that? Hang on, look at that. So you search for a document, and it gives you that already. That's really cool.
KLM 1688, descent flight level 300.
So checklist, look at that. Checklist, normal checklist. Very nice. That's absolutely cool. Right. So, one last thing is that if you are someone who uses these infos regularly, I can say that the costs for the server are of course maintained by the community, so donation money, etc., will go into that. So if you would like to support the website and support future developments, etc., here's a button where you can do that, and it's much appreciated. And again, a big thank you to Senshai, who's done an enormous amount of work over the last couple of months. Also to Brennelt, and also to Rantasat, who have helped out with the legal side of things.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box.
Also the server side of things as well.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
0626.
Yeah, and again, it's still ongoing, so we're still in the process of making more stuff for the website. Thank you, MCK. That's very kind of you. Yeah, so from now on, feel free to use the blackbox711.com webpage.
Switching to Unicorn 122-8780 thank you.
Portugal 133.
So let me just check how many miles we have. So 221 miles. Yeah, so Bruno, again, so Bruno's thank you, and also to Mark Malindley, who helped with the spelling. So any spelling mistakes you find, you can forward that straight to Malindley. No, joking.
Likewise, bye-bye.
No, much appreciated, Mark. Thank you so much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Terrain. Pull up. Don't think.
Oh, it's so loud.
Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flap. Too low. Terrain. Light flow.
Blimey, I just fell off my chair. Jesus Christ, that was loud. Ralph, thank you so much, Ralph. Thank you very much for the 10 euros and little channel website support. That's really kind. That will go straight forward into the little piglet we have. for the savings. No, Ralph, thank you so much for the support. That's really, really kind. Big round of applause for that. Yeah, so I understand. So what Senshai has said. Oh yeah, and of course, we wanna leave this completely free, right? Because if we start doing a subscription service or something, we have to go through all the legality with with storing subscriber infos, names, email addresses, and so on, which is a lot of data to go through first of all, and then you have to be careful that data isn't stolen from you, so you don't leak that data, because you get in a huge trouble here in Europe for doing so. So yeah, so that's why we want to keep it completely free. And also, if you find that we're missing an airport, please let me know. Best thing here is to go here on Discord, or maybe yeah, come here on the stream and let me know what airport is missing.
Ryanair 3 Delta Tango, Euro Control, hello, squawk 0630.
Yeah, so I was saying that from what I know is that these pages actually are actually looked at hundreds of times each day. So there's definitely a demand and appreciation for these files. So definitely good. Oh yeah, and also so we want to keep it free of advertisement as well, right? Free of advertisement and free of subscription services.
Please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Something Fishy 101. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime as well. 10 months.
8, descend flight level 210.
Thank you so much. Hey Nico, how are you doing? Nico, yeah, I mean, again, these aircraft add-ons are getting more and more, sophisticated, but also a lot more enjoyable. So once you get your head around all the systems and understand, it gives you, I think it gives you a really, really deep sense of satisfaction and more understanding of what goes on in real life. And when you use VATSIM and you fly the aircraft and you have to deal with weather or holding, it's all the excitement that goes with it. Hang on, I'll note that down. What's HSSK? Jesus, how do I get data on that? Blimey. Or aren't those airports? Right, so Elite Gamer, can anyone help? Got the FENIX, and when I try to open the file to install, it says error, SW, invalid namespace, I can't use it. Okay, that's weird. One thing, Elite Gamer, one thing you should do is make sure that you follow the installation instructions one by one. It's really important. Yeah, Nico, that's cool to hear. Yeah, and again, there's no requirement. You don't have to do abnormals if you don't want to. But if you start, getting bored with the systems, you say, I've learned everything I need to know about normal operations. Well, yeah, you can spice it up a bit with the failures. Absolutely. So, talking about weather, let's have a look for the weather here in Bilbao. I am on Xbox. Is the HOTAS flight stick a good cheap option for flight sim? I think so, yeah. The T-HOTAS. Let me just Google that. T-HOTAS. Has anybody got the T-HOTAS? So that's a Thrustmaster, correct?
Unicom now 122.8. Bye-bye.
So, Wilco, send. set 122.800 on
Welcome
COM1.
aboard the Captain Black Box
Set.
YouTube channel.
That's so cool.
subscriber
He sets the frequency.
experience.
That's really
Could
nice.
new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a solid joystick. Yeah, and it has a thrust lever with that as well, doesn't it? Hey Nick, thank you so much, Nick Fox, for the 7 months. Thank you so much, Nick. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for the support. Oh, there we go. Avenger says it works fine for Microsoft Flight Sim on PC at least. Yeah. Yes, we are using FS2CREW for the FENIX. And so up to now, it was all right, not too bad. But we'll see how the approach goes. There's only some minor issues. For example, when you set flaps, so you call in flaps 1, he says speed checked, puts the flap lever to 1, but it doesn't say flaps 1. And this afternoon, we'll see how that goes later. This afternoon, I had problems going flaps 2 and flaps 3, for example. It will recognize the command. I could see that it did correctly understand what I said with flaps 2 or flaps 3, but the co-pilot never responded. But we'll see how that goes tonight. So, gonna put that to below, TCAS below, and then we'll go get the weather. Oh yeah, and it has a set axis, or a Z-axis on that thrustmaster joystick to have rudder as well, yeah. That's actually good, yeah. So my fly, there we go, METAR, arrival. So we have 320 at 3, few 2200, 22 degrees and 1010. And the alternate, Madrid, Cavalcade 30 degrees, all good weather, southerly winds. Good, so 22. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Terrain. Pull up. Don't
God,
sink.
I need to
Too
dial
low
the sound
terrain.
set.
Too low gear. Too low flap. Too low terrain.
Jesus Christ, that's so loud. Ted, thank you so much for the 10 euros. Concorde class, real Concorde class, Grand Drop team. Thank you so much, Ted. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, like I said, you know, once we get our hands on the released version for shared flight, I was going to say Blues Brothers, but we'll fly the 747 again. Really looking forward to it. Thank you so much to Ted, and also to Ralph EDDK for the donations. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, forward, good evening. How's it going? I am going to enter the data here. So performance, next phase. 22. Was it 350? 320 at 3. So 320 at 3. 10. Transition level. Now, we know that we have high terrain there in Bilbao. So we're going to go through the challenges regarding Bilbao, and now Bilbao can be, even with little wind, the airport can be very challenging. And I'll go through why in a minute. Let me just get all the charts up. Hey, Sim Caesar, nice to see you too. Sim Caesar, how are you doing? Yeah, so I know Sim Caesar is really looking forward to the shared flight as well. JSnap, I don't want to pressure you, but I just want to say, JSnap, that not just myself, I know a lot of people
Could new subscribers please make your
I'm
way
really
to
looking
the
forward
first
to
class
shared
cabin,
flight.
where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight
Hey,
entertainment will be
SimCaesar!
served. Thank you.
Oh my god, SimCaesar comes in here and gifts us up straight away. Guys, if you do not know SimCaesar, please, please, please check out his channel. A wonderful, wonderful gentleman. So, yeah, thank you so much, SimCaesar. Yeah, and SimCaesar has a lot of aviation knowledge. He actually flies GA aircraft, IRL, as well. So he knows a lot on that front. And his dedication and his, yeah, his love for the airliners as well. He's gathered an amazing amount of knowledge on that. Thank you once again. Yeah, exactly. Right. Hurry up, no pressure. So now we're going to pretend the ILS is off the air. So we're just receiving notice from air traffic control. They had a lightning strike, so the ILS is off the air, and so they're asking us if we can do and fly a different approach. So what we'll do, we'll have a look for the options. So we can do a VOR approach, 30, and that's it. There's no RMP approach. What? Right. So, however, as we have learned, we can fly this with final approach mode. Right. Remember the website. So remember the documents. So we go miscellaneous, cross-reference table. So VRDME approach, going to select the right FMS approach. And then we can use that final approach mode. But we have to have raw data indications. That's really, really important. MCK, I mean, you are fit enough, of course, to fly this selected. However, in real life, unless you're feeling really funky and you want to try this in selected, you would normally do this in final approach mode. So you're supposed to strive for the highest degree of safety. But yeah, if the weather is nice, I mean, why not? But tonight in darkness, yeah, you want to be careful. Make sure that you use the maximum amount of automation that you can get. So that's the approach we're going to fly, the VOR approach. We'll check the programming in a minute, and that goes from initial approach fix Paki. Now let me see, arrival. Which one goes to Paki? That one doesn't. That one does not. That one doesn't. That's interesting. So, VUR 30. Oh, sorry, Albits. So we got another one, Albits. So I guess what we'll do, we're going to go direct Albits, enter the racetrack pattern, and then fly the approach, shall we? Because we have to have 6,000. It's high terrain. So where does that lead us? Let's have a look. So 3 Tango. Let me just check what we filed. There was a star with it. Let me just check. So we're coming from Chegam. Golf 23. Oh, we're starting our descend here. Right, let's start descend. Let's go down 200 initially. So we've got descend out blue 200. So the 2 Quebec people are saying. Let me check. There we go. All right, so the 2 Quebec. Good catch. So, Chegam, then we go to Lecto, we go to Paki. So Lecto and then Paki. Let's try to see if I can program that. Wish me luck. So I know you're counting on me. Right, so VUR 30. To Quebec. And then Ingo, yeah, so dual streaming. Then via Paki. Right, let's have a look. So
welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Lector, it takes Karma as well. That's interesting.
Make your way to the first class cabin.
Is that
Where
correct?
complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served.
No, it shouldn't.
Thank you.
Hang on, isn't that the 2 kilo then? Let me try 2 kilo. Thank you to, who was it? Ingo. Thank you much. Ingo423 coming in 15 months here. Good evening. How are you doing? Thank you so much for your support, Ingo. I hope you're doing well. So, arrival. And Christian London. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you too. I hope you're well. Let me try the 2 kilo. Approach via Paki. Let's see how that works. There we go. So Chegam Lecto Paki. That's the one I wanted. Right. So is there any holding pattern or racetrack pattern there? No. So that goes straight in. Okay, straight in is fine. So what we need to do is we need to check the altitude. So 100 or above at Chegam. Lecto minimum is 70. And then 6,000. That is fine. So let's have a look here. Minimum is continuous descent, final approach, 1750. And if it goes straight in, it's going to be 5.2 past Paki. So 6,000 to Paki, then 5.2. Step descent down to 3.7, and then the final descent is out of 3.7. Runway height is, runway altitude is 128, and it's a 3.56 gradient. That's the real issue. Because of that high terrain, it has a very steep gradient. That, of course, then already influences our decision on what flap setting we need to use. And you can already see the discussions coming up, because obviously, when you have wind shear potential, then you do not want to be in config full, really. You would prefer config 3. However, there's 2 issues here in Bilbao. One of them is the steep path. So config 3 and a heavy 320 A320 is not going to work very well. Below max landing weight, but still very heavy. So config full. And then the second issue that we have is it's a short runway. So let me have a look at Bilbao here. So landing distance available is 2,140 meters. It's not that much. Oh, that's still the old one. So the new website. I need to change that. Yeah. So where was it? Here we are. So we're going to go back to here, airport infos. So there we go. So IFR traffic lands on 12 or 30. ILS 30 has a steeper glide slope, 3.4 degrees, and ILS 12 has 3.1 degrees. Touchdown zone is only 600 meters, so non-standard markings for both directions. Warnings, high risk. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. So high risk of GPWS glide slope and sink rate callouts due to terrain, turbulence, and steeper than normal glide path angles. Wind shear can be expected with strong turbulence, especially with the wind from 160 to 240 degrees, so easterly southwesterly winds, and with more than 15 knots. High terrain surrounding airport. Highest is to the southeast. MSA up to 7,000 feet. So there we have it. That's true. Yeah, MCK. That's a very good consideration as well. Yeah, spool up time and yeah. So if I have flap full, MCK is saying you're going to have a higher RPM, higher N1. So the acceleration to torque power will be quicker that way as well. Yeah, cool. Is there a French sound pack? No, at the moment there isn't. What I have been told, however, so there's a German, which is a robot kind of voice sec. Then they've got the UK English and the English US. But I've learned that apparently not long now you're supposed to be able to record your own voice sets. Christopher Levine, I think we can try that in on Sunday. So I'll be streaming Sunday and Monday. Good. So we've done that. Now there's something we need to check whenever we do a approach with final approach mode. There's definitely some things we need to check, and that is we need to check the final descent point, so 3,700, 3.6 degree angle, and we need to have the distance to threshold as well. So it is 9 miles to the missed approach point, not the threshold, missed approach point. So 9 miles out of 3,700, 3.6 degrees, 3 miles, 6 miles to the missed approach point. That is correct. Hang on, what? No. So, yeah, so don't be alarmed with this. So 4,900, that is obviously programmed as well. However, that is from 15 miles. That is not your final descent point, so you need to be careful. It could be, I know that we said that if you have a descent angle shown, you can press the approach button when you inbound to that next fix. So you should be able to see a deviation bar, hopefully centered, and then you should be able to press the approach button. Yes. The question is, do you need to? So we got thrust out of descent up blue 140. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? Exactly. You don't need to. And the important thing is, so for people, getting in contact with these approaches for the first time, this is what you need to look for: the final descent point out of your final descent altitude, a distance to the missed approach point, which normally is the threshold, but here, because of the terrain situation, etc., it's actually 2 dMs to the VOR. Good. Another thing we check is the missed approach procedure. Climb direct to the VOR, follow 316 until 4,000, and then back to the VOR again. So 4 miles, 4,000, and back to Bravo Lima Victor. And we maintain 4,000 in that case. So we're getting a bit behind here. Let's quickly do one more thing. Let's calculate our landing distance requirements. You need a sexy voice. Solo Wings, you're French, right? I mean, I'm sure you got a sexy voice. Oui, oui, monsieur. Right, we've got dry runway. That's the weather, that's fine. Landing weight is 63.5. What? Oh, hang on, what did I choose? Hold on. Yeah, that was a test, and you passed. 63.5. Right. Odd brake low, obviously a medium. So there we go. So we'll do reverse as well. Flap full, manual landing, or the thrust off. Oh, I'll get you at some point, MCK. I'll get you at some point. So we've got landing distance required at 1411 with the 50% additional land distance factored is 1623. So that means from the 2,140, we have about 500 meters margin. So theoretically, we can flare, well, I would say at least like 4 or 5 seconds, really. So I'm sure that we're not going to float that long. Right, what's Amtos? What's that doing there? So automatic medium, we've got everything set here, performance, config full, and transition level is going to be 7.0. RATNAV, that's the important thing. We are doing a non-precision non-precision approach. So we have to look at what we need. Bravo Lima Victor. So it says DME required. So we need that corresponding DME as well. And it's a final approach track offset 6 degrees from center line. So that's an important piece of information, right? 290 is the inbound track, and actually 297. So it's 7 degrees offset now. So that look a bit weird. And the missed approach point is a bit left of the runway, it seems. Oh, the missed approach then goes to Albits and we climb 6,000. There we go. So Bravo Lima Victor, right turn VR, and then direct to Albits for the missed approach. There we go, and you climb 6,000. Perfect. Oh, it's traffic. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Right, so we talked about the arrival routing. Chega to Kilo with the transition to Paki, followed by the VWAR approach 30. And the MSA is highest 7,000 in the south, otherwise 4.5 and 6,200. And the extra, actually minimum is 1,750. I'll put that in there.
Bilbao traffic, airhop 245, returning flight level 70 on the KCAM 2 Kilo arrival Bilbao for ILS Zulu 30.
Okay, and Vueling 49 Juliet. The aircraft just called in. What's your approach or speed at the moment?
Maintaining 290.
Okay, we got 240 knots, so we should be alright. Thank you. Good. So regarding the minimum 1,750 and the extra fuel at the moment, we have 1 ton, 25 minutes at least, so we can do a second approach if we need to. For the guidance, we'll use final approach guidance, and landing flap setting is full, stop margin 500 meters. We'll use normal reverse thrust, auto brakes is medium, and we exit to the right. Hot spots, not really, and nothing special and nothing non-normal. Any questions?
No questions.
Right, let's go down to 80. I have control. So when we pass 10,000, we should get some items going from my first officer. Hopefully that works. There we go. All right.
And Bilbao traffic, airhop 245 is established on the ILS 30.
Nice. So actually, I stand corrected. I didn't know what I was doing this afternoon wrong. I mean, it is working very nicely now. Ah, look at those lights. Absolutely beautiful. Right. So, we're going to descend now to 6,000. And QNH is 1010. So, set QNH. QNH 1010 cross-checked, or QNH cross-checked, passing 8,350 now. Approach checklist. Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
1010 set.
1010 set. Seat belts.
On.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Minimum.
1750 feet set. Set and checked. Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Medium. Armed.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Thank you. We've got traffic behind. Okay, well, that's his problem or her problem. They need to slow down then. Good. So, we are cleared for the approach. We've got a raw data indication. Bravo Lima Victor is identified. That's good. And we're going to go down to 3,700. And we'll do that managed. So we're going to descend out magenta 5,200 because our next restriction is here until we get to Charlie Delta 30. Now, I am going to activate the approach phase because I want to slow down here. And of course, we do not want the LS keys because we're flying a non-precision approach. So we have VDEF. We don't need the LDEF. Just need the nav display here. What we do need, however, is check the accuracy, GPS primary high. So 0.3 is required. If that goes outside, then we can go to the track mode. That is allowed. Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
You see, he doesn't call flaps 1. It just says speed checked. You can see the huge offset angle there. Incredible. So slowing down, we want to make sure that we hit that 3,700. A and B have drag for the higher descent angle. Just going to take some speed brakes out here. Bilbao traffic, Vueling 49 Juliet is on a 15-mile final for the VUR approach in Bilbao. Flaps 2.
Speed checked.
Right, speed brakes back in.
Flaps 2.
Yeah, exactly. We leave it at 0.3. And to be honest, I mean, the 0.3 is hardly reached anyways. Marwan, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's their problem. If they need to slow down, they should monitor their speed. The VOR approach, that is. Gear down.
Gear down.
Oh, oh no. I talk too much now. So next one, 2,600. see if we can manage that. Flaps 3. So we got approach nav out, final blue. And we go flight path angle now. Track FPA.
Radar altimeter alive.
Thank you. Flaps full.
Speed checked.
Oh, he didn't put flaps 3.
Flaps full.
I'm pretty sure I told him flaps 3, didn't I? There we go. Final approach. Missed approach 6000 is set. Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Oh. This time it did put all the lights on. Right, so you can see how weird this approach is looking. I'm going to go manual thrust here already.
100 above.
Get ready for takeover. Manual thrust, manual flight. Flight directors off, bird on, continue. Now normally we would have the crossing altitudes read out to us. Careful descent rate. Well, actually now we're 1200 above the ground still, that's fine. So sometimes if the approach procedure requires, there's 1 red, 3 white, so if the approach procedure is so steep that you may have to go a bit more...
1000.
1000 is checked. A bit more than 1000 feet per minute, that is permissible.
1000.
Oh yeah, right, I already had the birds, right. So there we go. So 1 red, 3 white. Bilbao traffic, ruling 49 Juliet is on a 4-mile final, runway 30 in Bilbao. The lighting is just absolutely spectacular. Really love that. So the other traffic, has anybody heard? Has he vacated? I don't see him anymore. I didn't hear him anymore and I didn't see him anymore. He made no call. Well, I don't see anyone on the runway.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Come on. Come on. Alright. Touchdown. Spoilers. Wow, I'm drifting to the right
spoilers.
here. What?
No reverse engine 1 and engine 2.
You're
Diesel.
right. Why is there no reverse? Oh, it's not working.
80 knots.
There we go. Now we got the reverse screen. Manual brakes. That's weird. I don't know. So what do we need to do? Oh no, he's doing the actions already. Nice. So he's just vacating the runway. He notices that. Oh, look at that. He does the cleanup. And he should start the APU as well. There he does. Fantastic. Bilbao traffic, runway is clear in Bilbao. That's cool. Yeah, so I did land. So I flew the aircraft and landed towards the ground, and then I kind of got scared. I pulled back quite hard on the stick there. Yeah, they do look fairly close, yeah. Right, so... Yeah, so the approach, you can see, it goes very quickly. I'm always surprised sometimes with these more, more complicated approaches that start out from a higher altitude. Man, you just have to take the time. You just have to be aware that you need to prepare a little bit earlier. And just take up the speed. After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive winds here system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
Lol. And Super Patrick, hey. Right, I'm not really that happy with the approach. I got distracted again, and yeah, I felt like really having to, you know, do things quickly.
Good night.
So haste makes waste, they say. So normally, in real life, I would have been really unsatisfied with that approach. The after landing, yes, it is. It is indeed. Yeah. So here comes someone landing. I can show you. I'm just going to see if I can have the video still from Bilbao. Yeah, nice approach. Very nice. Do I still have the video from Bilbao? I don't see it, unfortunately, on my list. Please, someone shut that person up. Oh, what? Oh, UFO. UFO confirmed. What? Nice one. I'm not sure. Was the runway not cleared, or that is supposed to be a missed approach? Bang angle check. Well, he's not doing the standard missed approach. He's like doing something else there. But anyways, I do plan to record the next Bilbao flight. So Whistles X-Files. Lol. Okay, so this is I'm not sure if this is freeway. I think it's freeway, isn't it? So that's done. So I should put on. So parking phase 1. Okay, so it shut down one engine. So I mean, I have to switch off the beacon light anyways now, so that's fine. So normally first officer would switch off the fuel pumps. He's not doing that. Alright, then I'll do that. Parking checklist. Yeah, so you can hear the cursor stuck in the announcements. All right. I'm just looking at the list to see if I've missed something, but not really. Cursor. Let's see if I can call her then.
Hi, Aviator A1. How can I help you?
1T, please. 1T, please. Parking checklist.
Parking brake or chocks.
Ah, set. Set.
Hi guys, here are the drinks.
Thank you. Set and checked.
Engines.
Off.
Wings light.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
Nice. Hey Jeremiah, how are you? Cool. Okay, so apart from some small issues, the FS2CREW actually worked quite nicely. I need to see if there's any way I could stop the announcements from the cabin. So the only way I can see at the moment is to turn off the sound. That's all I can do. Right. Yeah, no, I know it's not correct. So normally you would call the purser forward, not aft. But hey. Oh, hang on, the seatbelts. Oh, nice. The seatbelts actually caused that to stop. Okay, there we go. Who would have thought? So, welcome to Bilbao. It's very bright, that terminal is. Daytime. I'll show you daytime. Maybe someone hasn't been here, hasn't seen Bilbao. It is a beautiful place. Highly recommend it. So you get the idea regarding the terrain inbound. And without the accuracy of a localizer beam or the RMP, and I'm still surprised that there still isn't an RMP approach. So you can do a ILS approach, a localizer approach, obviously, and then and that's it. VUR is the next best one in line. Yeah, so VUR approach, right? And that is obviously offset so that it goes more in that middle part of the valley and not so close to these mountains. I think initially that was freeware. Wasn't that double T or something? And then it went to payware, so it's not very expensive, and I'm sure. Looking at the altitude issues here, or the terrain issues, and the terminal is fairly basic. So, but for the surroundings and the runways there, I mean, it's got everything it needs. But yeah, you see the city. So downtown city is here. And so it's a beautiful city, lovely old part. You got the museum. Yeah, it's not very good quality, no, but I mean the airport add-on. There we go. Yeah, so some modern architecture.
Good night, Black Box.
Combined with the old town here. So it is beautiful. I have not been to Bilbao for ages, like 4 years or something. I know that I've walked through all these parts along the river. We looked at the museum. We had a lovely dinner somewhere here. I know all that, but I think our crew hotel was somewhere in this region, in this area, but I don't know. I don't exactly know where. Yeah, so it's close to the Bay of Biscay, obviously, lovely, and you can go to the seaside, go swimming. Danny, like I said, I have not been here for ages, so no. So when I fly now, IRL, no. Unfortunately, I don't have overnight. No, it'll be just a transit. Cool. Right. Oh dear. Right. There's always memes, isn't there? There's someone is always there for the memes. GG. All right, guys. So we're gonna do another flight, but that's gonna be hopefully in the Cessna 414. Gonna do the Norway tour. Anyone is allowed to join, so we're doing this on the European West server, and Brenold will lead the way. The 152, no, it's going to have a bit faster aircraft, so unfortunately we will either do the Kodiak or the Cessna. Now the problem with the Cessna is I couldn't get the Garmin working. 150 do go broom. Right, I'm quickly going to stop this stream, guys. Before I do, I want to be and give a huge shout out again to the incredible support. So we had lots of resubs. Thank you so much for those. New members, thank you for joining our community. We had a €10 donation going forward to the website.
Good night.
From go here again from Krypton, and also from Ted Barker. Thank you so much for those. Next stream regular regarding the normal flying will be Sunday, and then Monday. I'm sure we got lots of interesting stuff to do. Hilo, hey, do you know if you have time to fly when Word flight is? When is that exactly? Is that in September? Because I don't know exactly when I will have off there, unfortunately. I wish I could tell more accurately. Well, at the moment, I mean, you can guess. At the moment, we're still flying so much overtime, which is fine. You know, I'm not saying it's awful. It's just a very busy time of the year right now. Oh, it's Sim Caesar. That's really cool. Oh, that's much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, I was going through some videos regarding installation Sim Caesar, and I could not get my head around that because I did update. So I got it working. I know I got it working at some stage, and then I had an update on the Cessna 414, and then it stopped working. I'm using the PMS. Is it PMS or so? PMS 50, I think it is. 5th of September is the start. Actually, yeah, I might be able to join because I'll be back on the 5th. I think either 5th or 6th I'll be back. So maybe I'll be able to join a couple of flights, Hilo, yeah. Right, cheers. Okay, guys, once again, thank you so much for the amazing support. I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Just going to stop the stream here and restart the stream again for the next flight. Once again, my dear moderators, thank you so much for your help. Stay safe. Yeah, Brendel, I can tell you what, we'll go through it together. Let me just restart the stream and we can go through the correct settings. Ted, thank you so much again, Ted. Looking forward to the shared flight with you. Okay, guys, back in 5 minutes.